Hi, I'm Alan Grace P. Tricosa, and I will discuss to you what its Pestel Framework is. A Pestel Framework is a model that provides a relatively straightforward way to scan, monitor, and evaluate the important external factors and trends that might impinge upon a firm. In other words, a pastel framework helps an organization to establish the external factors that could impact in decision making inside the organization. And it's very important to know because it can help to differentiate competition to create a competitive advantage. Now, what does PESTEL stands for? P for political, E for economic, S for socio-cultural, T for technological, E for ecological, L for legal. The first element is political factor. This determines the extent to which government and government policy may impact on an organization or a specific industry. In political, you will consider your country government policies and political stability, such as tax implication, industry regulation, and global trade agreement. Because political factors have the power to change results, it can also affect government policies at local federal level. In economics, we have five macroeconomics that we need to consider, and those are growth rates, level of employment, price stability, and currency exchange rate. Let's identify each one of it. The first one is growth rates. The overall economic growth rate is a measure of the change in the amount of goods and services produced by a nation economy. Growth rate is a process to express the annual change in a variable as a percentage, such as revenues or investment. It can be beneficial in assessing company performance and to predict future performances. The second factor is level of employment. The state of the economy directly affects the level of employment. In boom times, unexpected is low, and skilled human capital become scarce and more expensive resources. It is very important because employees are the strategic instrument for an organization in order to achieve their goals. So we must know how they or we treated their employees so then the employees feel more satisfactory with their jobs and leads in economic success. Next is price stability. The lack of change in price levels of goods and services is rare. It talks about the consistency of a price to avoid long-term inflation or deflation. So in price stability, you don't have crazy volatility in prices. It is important because it encourages productivity, economic growth, and investment. Inflation is too much money chasing too few goods and services. It has a big impact to our economy because if we create a lot of money, it can less the value and it make people lose trust in their money. Deflation in the overall price level. Deflation can also damage the economy. For example, if oil prices are steadily declining, you'll delay buying something, expecting it to cost less a week and even less a month later. So the company might decide to postpone its investment and the economy would suffer. Currency exchange rate. It is a critical variable. Why? Because it says that in business, it's not easy to sell or buy product outside the country because we have different currencies, so it means it is possible that your pricing is may change. Let's proceed on other factor, and that is sociocultural factors capture a society cultures, norms, and values because sociocultural forces not only are constantly in flux but also differ across groups. Managers need to closely monitor such trends and consider the application for firms' strategy. As an entrepreneur, we must be aware and sensitive to social lifestyle changes. So you need to know who are your customer is and always prioritize what they need for you to serve them and also to gain profit. Next is technological factors. Capture the application of knowledge to create new processes and product. Recent innovation in process technology includes lean manufacturing because using technology has a big help because nowadays we use technology in our daily life because it can easily communicate to others. Using technology, it might be an opportunity or a threat of a company. So we must adopt appropriate technology that will strive to capture greater market share and develop a sustainable competitive advantage. So let's proceed. Ecological factors concern board environment issues such as the natural environment, global warming, and sustainable economic growth. As an entrepreneur, we must know that our resources is very important. So in this element describe the importance of environment to sustain the quality of life. And the last factor is legal factors. An organization must understand what is legal and allow within the territories they operate in. They also must be aware of any chance of legislation and the impact this may have on business operation. Legal factor is a factor or simply affect businesses as a consequence of or indirect relation to government laws. Includes the legality of pyramid schemes and laws governing importation and exportation. That's all. Thank you for listening.